Hello, dear friends. This is KD Ahire. We are learning Rural Entrepreneurship Development Certificate course, which is offered by the Department of BBA under the UG Pride scheme. In our today's session, we are going to study about the scanning rural ecosystem with reference to economic status of the rural people. In our last session, we have studied about the rural ecosystem of rural ecosystem and the concept of rural ecosystem. So basic things we have already discussed about the rural ecosystem in our previous session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the economic status of the rural people because here each and every aspects of the rural area we are going to cover like economic as well as technical as well as political, cultural. So many things we are going to study in this chapter. So let's start scanning of rural environment to economic. So here obviously the economic status of the rural people, not only rural people, it can be applied to all people, it may be rural or urban, doesn't matter. So economic status basically based on the education, income and occupation, right? So here these three things or three components are play crucial role set our economic status, right? If we are educated, we have we have get good education, or we are well educated, so we can get the good job, we can say job, or we can start our a business, whatever as per our interest. So it will also change our economic status. So not education not only change our economic status, also can change our thinking, the way look towards our life, right? Even the awareness about the world, or how people are living around the world, their thinking, their values. So here human values. So so many things which can be changed through the education. But here we are considering the economic status. So obviously education can change our economic status. Next, income. So if our income is enough, or your income, we are getting high income, so this also change our economic status. So can buy more and more goods and services. Even we can invest our money to various things, or into properties. We can also buy the properties. So income is one of the crucial components to change the economic status. And if our income is low, so we can't very easily uh, adopt the things, or very easily purchase the things or buy the things from the market. Even occupation. So our economic status is also depend on the occupation, on in which occupation you are working, right? So some occupation may give us good amount of income, right? So high income is also there, and some occupation may also give us low income. So such occupation again will help us to set our economic status. So in rural areas, same things can be applied, right? Basically, why economic status in rural areas is low? The people is in economic, the people who are living in rural area. Basically, it is observed their economic status is compared to the urban area, it is low, right? Because of their, again, your per capita income. It is also one of the key component. But here with respect to education, so here still we have to establish the proper education system in rural India, right? The quality education in rural India. Still, many students from rural areas not getting the proper education or quality education. Basically, with respect to the higher education, they are not entering in higher education system, and if they are not pursuing the um degrees in higher education, so they may not going to change their economic state, because they will not get the the respectful job, or they may not able to start their simply we can say business. So because they are unaware about the things which are happening in the world. So proper education somewhere we are lacking in the rural area. Also income. So again, uh, the people who are living in rural areas, they are not able to reach to the market, right? Global market basically we are talking about. So if they are not able to reach to the global market, or your national level market, so they will not get the sufficient returns towards their products or services, basically in agriculture yield. So whatever the crops they are cultivating, they are harvesting, simply they sell it to the mandi or market. But if they are able to reach to the global level, so they will get the high returns. Even the people who are depend on the agricultural activities, if they are working as a laborer, agricultural laborer, so their income again here is low. So can again set their economic status at lower level. Here we have to consider their their education status, their income status, their occupation, establish or to motivate the rural people to enter in the entrepreneurship. So we know that in rural, basically rural India economy is based on the agriculture and non-agriculture sector. But maximum rural economy is based on the agricultural sector. So the farmers are depend who's depend on the agriculture. Still, here we have tremendous scope to expand the agriculture sector, or to grow the agriculture sector like a industry, right? By using the various technologies, various techniques, scientific research, by implementing the research and development, and we can do the research and development and can apply the science in the agriculture. So as a industry, as a business, we can grow it, can expand it. So the farmers in a rural area, we can able to change their economic status, and also they can contribute more and more in development of our economy. Next is also consider that the agriculture is a uh, backbone of rural people. Still, the agriculture is the mainstay of our rural economy. So by considering the agriculture field, by considering the agriculture sector, right, we have to establish more and more businesses in the rural area, which are directly or indirectly depend on the agriculture. So farmers will also get the side business, They can also contribute in the entrepreneurship. They can also become a rural entrepreneur. It will also helpful to the farmers in their agricultural activities. So, with respect to the economic status of the rural people, so this agriculture play very crucial role, right? And it is considered as the backbone of the rural. So, according to the International Labour Organization, rural areas are characterized by a great diversity of economic activity. So, what ILO says, according to the ILO, so rural areas are characterized by the great diversity of economic activities through which they can get the money, right? And they can simply run their day-to-day activities, their day-to-day expenses. They can invest in the education of their children. And if we are able to increase their economic status, so they can able to invest more and more um, on the education of their children, also their health. Also they can able to ready to invest in the. So according to the ILO, these are the economic activities are commonly carried out in the rural area, like processing and marketing of agriculture products, tourism, mining, and service. So as we know that the agriculture is a major occupation in the rural area, and maximum people are depend on the agriculture only. But still here we have scope. As I earlier I mentioned that the maximum farmers are depend on the nature to do their agriculture activity, to cultivate the crop. If the climatic condition, rainy seasons, something may happen due to that due to pollution and due to human interference in the environment, is a this season, maybe summer, winter, or rainy season. So these seasons are crashing, right? These are not maintaining the schedule of this season. So sometimes it may be happen due to uh, sufficient rain, or suddenly sometime the rain may occur, it may destroy the crop. So here we need to overcome through this problem, and we can improve the economic status of the rural people. So basically, according to ILO, these are the main activities which are carried out by the rural people in the rural area, which are helpful to their uh, sustain them, and to earn the money. So marketing of agriculture products. So agriculture as well as agricultural allied fields. So they do the marketing. They sell these agriculture products in the local markets. Basically, they prefer local markets because they can sell it very easily, and they can instantly they will get the money. Even the tourism, so agrotourism, even rural tourism, that is also one of the blasting field, and many urban people would like to visit to the rural area. They enjoy the nature of rural environment. So rural people are also engaged with the rural tourism, agro-tourism. So through which also they can earning the money, and they can set their economic status. Even mining activities. right? Basically, in the to the state like Jharkhand. So the mining activities are mostly carried out, right? So in rural areas, people are also engaged with the mining activities. They can directly involve in the mining activities, or they can go as a laborer, or they can work there. Even services, so many services, as I mentioned that in our previous sessions, that mobile repairing service, even agricultural machineries are there. So these repairing or to provide services to these agricultural machineries. Even various equipments to are required in farm to provide services. So these are the various activities in agriculture, in rural areas, where people are engaged with respect to the economy, because all these are their occupation, right? Then also selling milk. So selling milk product. So rural people have the livestock with them. So with the help of livestock, they can they can do such types of businesses. Selling milk, that is again one of the well growing business that is happening in the rural area. But they sell the business in local market. Sorry, they sell the milk in local market, milk product in local market. They're running small shops, the various kinds of small shops. Uh, they are running in their villages, or they may just run the shops in a town which is near to their village. Even tailoring activities, livestock production, laborers. So these are the various common activities which are directly make impact on the economic status of the rural people. As an entrepreneur, we have to understand all these economic activities carried out by these people, because with the help of these activities, we are going to find out the scope for our business, scope for our entrepreneurship, and out of which we can able to motivate the rural people to enter in the entrepreneurship, because these are the various economic activities, right? Because due to these activities, they are earning the money, and here we can simply motivate them. We can make aware them about the entrepreneurship, and we can tell them, while doing all these economic activities, you can also think about the entrepreneurship. You can utilize your skill, you can utilize your knowledge, so get sufficient amount of money. Your economic condition will also improve. You can grab the global market. You can sell your products or services in the uh, national as well as international level. But first, we need to understand their economic activity, their economic status. Without understanding their economic status, economic conditions, economic activities, their profession, their occupation, we can't properly motivate them. We can't properly establish a business in the rural area, right? So therefore, these are the various activities that are carried out, commonly carried out in rural areas to earn the. So if we consider the rural and urban per capita income in terms of net value added, so here it is stated that in 2019, December 2019, urban area, basically the per capita income in urban area, which is it was about 98,435 rupees. And if we compare it with the rural area, per capita income in terms of net value added was only 40,925 rupees. So, dear friends, we can compare the per capita income in terms of net value added, the urban people with rural people. So, here huge difference is there. Why we are fitting the rural people, or why we are considering the rural entrepreneurship? Why we are worried about the rural entrepreneurship or economic status of the rural people? Because of their per capita income is less compared to the urban people. Therefore, their economic status, so it is very, very essential. And here we know that the rural people have huge potential, skills. They have skills, right? They have qualities. Even in rural areas, we have resources. Even we have support. We have various government schemes. We have many institutions which are going to help us to establish a business in rural area. Even government is also motivating rural people to enter in the entrepreneurship. So through which we can income increase or improve their economic status. We can increase their income. So this comparison, so here again we are not making any kind of comparison, but this is for understanding how far away the rural people from the urban people with respect to the per capita income. Next thing, that is the higher poverty level. Still in rural area, many people are living below poverty line, called as the BPL, right? So below poverty level, so basically they are depend on the uh, whatever grains or whatever food provided by the government, like rice, wheat, because of again due to their income. So that is also need to be considered with respect to the economic status of the rural people, is the poverty level. Of course, we are working hard to improve their economic status. Government is also taking uh, initiatives and working hard to just improve the economic status of the rural people, so we can reduce number of this poverty level. But here many rural people are below the poverty level. Again, here it is a chance to motivate them, to aware them, to educate them about the entrepreneurship, and we can just make them enter in the entrepreneurship. And because they have skills, they have knowledge, they have traditional values, and many people who are under the below poverty level, they are artisans. So culturally or traditionally, they are making the various, you can say, goods, toys, various decorative items. They are creating or making many products, basically which are having the tremendous demand in the uh, national as well as international market. But due to unawareness about the entrepreneurships and somehow they may have the fear about the entrepreneurships. They are not very easily, they are not ready to enter in the entrepreneurship. So to understand the economic status of the rural people, through which we can easily motivate them, we can very easily aware them, and we can educate them enter in the entrepreneurship, and simply can able to create more and more rural entrepreneur in our country, through which we can increase their economic status, or we can improve their economic status, we can increase their um, earning, and we can able to provide them the put to a social status, even through which they can able to do proper education to their children, and which more and more students from the rural area can gain the higher degrees, or they can enter in the higher education system. So likewise, this scenario gets changed, right? So this is all about the economic conditions, or the economic of the rural environment. So in this lecture, we have studied about the scanning of rural environment with economic activity or economic status of the rural people. In next lecture, we are going to understand under the same unit, that is scanning of rural environment, in which we are going to, with respect to the technical as well as political um, aspects in rural area. Thank you.